Hello, it's Mrs.Z. It's a lesson 26 word problem. Find a whole number quotient. So whole number quotient and remainder of the following two expressions. Expression is something that does not have yet equal sign. So this means expression 201 divided by 12 is expression, and 729 divided into 45 groups is expression. When you add equation sign, that means equation. If there is no equation, that is expression. So 201 divided into 12. So you can think about 200 divided into 10. So the answer cannot be, it has to be around what is 10 times what makes 200. So 10 times 20 is 200. So about. So let's see what we can do. So if we make a standard algorithm, that would be 201 divided in groups of 12. So 12 is a group. And then you have a 201. So we will use one number at a time. And we're going to think, okay, if I have only two, can I make a group of 12? No, I can't make any groups of 12. If I have a 200s, I have to regroup them into 20 tens. So now if I have 20 tens, can I make a group of 12? Yes. I can only make one group because 12 plus 12 is 24, and I don't have 24. So 1 times 12 is really 12. One group of 12 is 12. When I subtract, I can regroup, and that becomes 10 ones minus 2 ones makes 8 ones, and 110 minus 110 is 0 or nothing. So there are 8 ones left, eight groups of 8 tens left. Now, you're going to bring down the last digit, which are ones. So now 8 tens and 1, it's 81 ones. So when you think that way, how many groups of 12 are in 81? If you don't know who to guess, you can guess 7, and you can think 7 times 2 is 14. 4, I remember 1. 7 times 1 is 7, so it would be 84. So 7 doesn't work. So maybe 6 could work, and then you can try that. You have a choice. You can say, okay, if I'm guessing that is 7 first. Like if you guess this, 2 times 7 is 14. Remember, 1 times 7, that's 84. That's too much. So 7 doesn't work. Okay, now that's your first try. Then it has to be less than 7, so you can try 6. So 12 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. I remember 1. 1 times 6, it's a 72. That will work. So that is good. Other way, you can just start adding 12. That's one group. And another group of 12, that's 2. 2 groups. 2 groups of 12 is 24. Now I'm at 3 groups of 12 are 36. 4 groups of 12 are 48. 5 groups of 12 are 60. 6 groups of 12 are 72. If you go 7 groups of 12, that it would be 84, because so you're not going to 7, you're going to stop at 6 times 12. So your 6 is this 6 times 12. 6 times 12 is 72. When you subtract, you can give me 2 when you have 1, so you have to regroup 8 tenths, and that will leave you 7 tenths. And then here 10 plus 1 is going to be 11, so you will have 11. 11 minus 2, now you can give me 2. And 9 plus 2 is 11, so 11 minus 2 is 9. 7 minus 7 is... So now you have a 9 left, but that is remainder. So 16 and remainder of 9. You don't have no more numbers. You did all the digits used in the standard algorithm. So this answer could be remainder 16 and remainder of 9. That is a 4th grade. 5th grade, they will say show remainder as a fraction. So like if I say that you can see that this answer here could be written in different ways. So 16 and remainder of 9 is the same as 16 and 9 out of 12 pieces. That makes a group. So you have leftover 9, but your group is 12. So 9 12s. If they say to you in a simplest form, show remainder as a fraction in the simplest form, it means that you have to try to find the greatest common factor. What can you divide both factors? These you can divide by 3, and that you will get your same answer as 16 and 3/4, because 9 twelfths is the same as 3/4. So all these 3 different representation as possibilities of your answer depend what they asking. If right now they were just asking for remainder, so that is 16 and remainder of 9. If they asking what is the show remainder as a fraction, that your answer is 16 and 9 twelfths. If they ask show remainder in the simplest form, then you will see that this 9 twelfths is the same as 16 and 3/4. So this is additional, and it's really important because that's how they will ask 5th grade to show their answer in division. So that was just a 201 divided into 12, 16 and remainder 9. Now we're gonna do 729 divided into 45, groups of 45. So let's see, I'm gonna make that here. So group is 45. We have 729. If we go one number at a time, we can think, okay, if you have 700s, can you make groups of 45? If you have $7 $100, you can't. You can make 0 groups of 45. If you change the 100 into 72 tenths, yes, if you have $72 $10, you can make a groups of 45. So you can think 45 plus 45, that's 2 groups, that is 90. So only 1 group of 45 you can make out of 72 tenths. So now subtract two, if you have two ones, two tens, you cannot give me 5. So I have to regroup. That will make 12. So 12 minus 5 is 7, because 7 plus 5 is 12. And 6 minus 4 is 2. So left over is 27. You've done 2 digits. Now the last one, bring down. That is 9. And now you have a 279 ones. How many groups of 45 you can make in there? You can think that in 100 you can make 2 of them, because 45 plus 45 is 90, about 2, and then another 102, that's 4. So you have a little bit left over, so plus 79, that could be really about 5 times. So my guess would be 5. But if you don't, you can check if our guess is 45 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. I remember 2. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. So it's about 225, which is good. So let's see if you are doing the other strategy. And this is one group. If I add one more, that's 2 groups. That's 90. If I add one more group, that is 135. Add one more group of 45, and that would be 180. And then add 45 more, and that is going to be 225, which is exactly as I cannot go, I can go one more 45. Let's see what's going to happen if I do this. Let's see. I can check if my estimation is correct. So 0, remember 1, so 6, that's 7, 270. So my guess was too low. So 5 is not working. It's because I could add one more group. So that means 6 times 45 is 270, which is very close to 279. So 6 groups of 45 are in 270. 6 times 45 is 270. And then you have a remainder of 9. So remainder of 9 is left. 16 and remainder of 9. All right. So what is the difference in between these two problems? It looks like the digits are different, but the answer are the same. That this 729 divided by 45 is 16 and remainder of 9. And also this 200, hold on, I didn't, well, like 201 divided by 12 is same answer, 16 and remainder of 9. Snima. Okay. Hold on just a second. So now let's make it smaller. All right. Okay. So far we got our answer, but that's the key now, guys, because if you think about this is a 16 and 3/4, and let's see what would be 9 out of 45 pieces. So that was the first answer that we had, correct? So now let's see if we have the answer was 16 and remainder of 9, but in this case, group was not 12. It was, hold on, Let me just make it a little bit bigger. It was a 16, and it was a 9 left out of 45 pieces. So that's different. Here is group was 12 and 12, and here group was 45. So it's different if you have a 9 left out of 12 and a 9 left out of 45. So now if they say the simplest form, you can also divide by 3 both as well, because you can see that this 9 divided by 3 is 3, but then 45 divided into 3 groups is 15. But then you can go even further than this. You can say, if you didn't get, you can now see that, oh, I can go even further to simplify it. I can divide again into 3, and then my final simplest form of this is 16 and 1/5. And now you can compare your answers as being logically, here is a 3/4, 3 out of 4 pieces that makes a whole. So this is almost one whole, and this is only 1/5 left. So that this answer is smaller than this one here. So when you compare this, if you have 201 divided by 12 and 729 divided by 45, you got this as 16 and 3/4. 16, sorry, you don't need this decimal, pardon, because that's a 16.75. If I use a decimal, it's going to be 16.75. And this one is 16 and 1/5. Okay, so what that means, they have same holes, but this is 1/4 less than a hole, and this is a 4/5 less than a hole. So this is greater. The quotient is greater. So when you look this one here, the symbol has to be used greater. So the quotient of 201 divided by 12 is greater than quotient of 729 divided by 45. All right, and then we justify our answer right here by using the strategy to make remainder as the fraction. So when we compare leftovers as a fraction, this part was smaller than this leftover. So that means this is more than this. All right, so that was Mrs.Z. And I hope that you, if you like, let's one more think. If you think in terms of 100, what would be the 6 and 16 and 3/4? It would be 16, and 3/4 are 75 hundredths. Okay, so now if you think, what is a 1/5? 1/5 would be 16, and it's a 20 pennies out of a dollar. So how I can justify this decimal answer? I can change, if I want to make a decimal into fractions, I have to change the fractions pieces, that the bottom is 100, because the dollar, the whole, is out of 100. So if I look this one on the side, look, if I needed to do 3/4 to see how or what it is a decimal, I can multiply by 25, and then I will get, this is 75 out of 100 pieces. So 3/4 is the same as 75 hundredths, which is this part right here, all right? So if I look this one here, 1/5 multiplied by 20, so I will get 20 out of 100. So what is, that's 20 hundredths, 20 hundredths. Well, 1/5 is 0.20 as a decimal, or 20 hundredths, and 3/4 is 75 hundredths, or 75 out of 100 pieces. And now we really justified our answer, and it's also as a decimal. So this is decimal representation, fractional representation, and then this was the quotient division problem that we had. All right, guys, that was a lot. I hope you like it. And this was, it was exit ticket. Hold on, I'm trying to make it smaller so you can see whole page. There you go. It's a lesson 26 word problem, and it was Mrs.Z. And that was all things that we did. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. I hope I didn't go too fast. Okay.